Highway ambush. In 1979, the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan to support a puppet government under Babrak Karmal. Some 100,000 Soviet troops were sent, and soon were fighting against the Afghan resistance. However, unlike the open terrain of Europe, the mountains of Afghanistan provided plenty of cover for the rebels. In time, the Soviet troops found themselves in a situation similar to the one the Americans had in Vietnam. A heavily escorted Soviet convoy tried to make its way up the Savang Highway when it was ambushed by the Mujahadeen rebels. And we get to play the Soviet. I'll take it. Yes, we have Hinds. Hind E. We've skipped quite a few Hind models apparently. Just wondering how many are there. Right, we're starting with MI4s, MI2s. Horrible pieces of shit, combat-wise. But hip, hoplite, Hind A. Yeah, there's a cannon, anti-tank missiles, and rocket pods. What is a T-62M? This is a Soviet one, so it's not a export version. It's probably some sort of a modernized version. Has higher fire control or vision or things like that, rangefinders. So it'll be a. It's the same basic tank, but electronics and things like that are better. It's an upgraded model. Maybe a better version of the gun too. Ooh, trucks. Trucks are poison to morale. Everything kills them. We have new BTR versions. Still 2 machine guns, so I'm not sure what's so special about them. 2 helicopters. Right. Seeing anything particularly interesting here. Terrible terrain, so it's probably a lot of infantry causing us trouble. Yeah, it's a catastrophic terrain. I need something that has infantry inside it to take the lead. Although this is a good combat helicopter. It has massive front armor. The problem is that it doesn't have too many shots that it can take. So around 10 shots with the cannon, 4 anti-tank missiles, and 6 rocket pods. It's very fast though, over 100 movement. Very expensive too. Vision of 40. Always see 40 no matter what the visibility is. 20, right? This is good. I think we're gonna use the helicopters for scouting. I'm not sure if they have anti-air man-portable. Yep. So they have SAMs. That makes things more complicated. It'll mean we'll have to start with the APCs. Also, I need infantry out just so I can see something. Strelati. It's not a good SAM unit, but it's a SAM unit. It'll do the job. The question is, should we stick to the road or should we sort of span out a little bit? I think it's better if we fan out the kids. Very likely there are ambushes in the side, so if we could flush them out a little bit, that would be great. This is probably contains an ambush. If not, we can just use the infantry to take a peek over the hill. Right. We pretty much have to take the road though. Otherwise, well, we do have the time to go off the road, but it'll take time. We don't strictly speaking need to do anything about the AA team right now. There are multiple teams waiting for us anyway, so even if we could kill it, I could not really move forward at the moment. I think it's better for us to find positions to fire on future targets. They have anti-air missiles, they're certainly going to have anti-tank missiles. Also, we don't want to lightly lose any tanks. Without a doubt we can't avoid losing some, but we're going to make sure they'll pay for every one they take down. Convoy HQ. This is the one we can't lose no matter what. We'll crush. Do I need to move the trucks? Well, technically we're moving a convoy through, but it's a lot of casualties for us. So from units that can't really do too much. I'm not sure if it makes sense to try to rush these or anything. I guess we can bring up the rear with these. Now I can't get out of here. Need to take some pot shots at the AA gun if at all possible. Has enough firepower to cause harm to the APCs. Yeah, this is bad. That should be good enough. Yeah, they're retreating. Massive infantry squad sizes. Yeah, we killed like 3 from this and it still has 9 left. Every push will contain a Mujahadeen guerrilla squad. It's pretty much standard Russian infantry, so they will definitely take down tanks and the like. What do we want to take down? They're giving suppression fire because anti-air missile teams were there. Okay, that's not good. If I fire from this, I don't cause casualties, then this is trouble. Same time, I gotta do it. No, I don't. I have to suppress that squad somehow before we really do anything. With that, we can drop actual infantry here to get the job done. And you can't do anything. Wonderful. Can't go right next to the infantry either. They're just retreating, so they'll certainly react and destroy my APCs. Right, I think it's fairly safe to just assume that every bush here will have a infantry squad waiting for us. Alright, we need to deal with him. And the one there, naturally. How the hell am I gonna flush it out? Right. I'm gonna go to this hill and drop some infantry there. Okay, that's nice. I'm gonna hold on firing again. We might be able to spot other targets here. We definitely want to go after these guys. We need to clear them so we can use the hints for something useful. I still think there's an infantry squad there. Not much I can do about it. We might want to move around a little bit. At least this way we'll make sure that there's someone reacting to this. There's a weakness to these small teams. They're fairly cheap, but if you can cause a casualty on them, suppress them a little bit, they're basically worthless at that point. So I don't think we have to work too hard to get things rolling here. Fire Hex with some casualties. That'll be good enough. Still think there's probably more infantry on this hill that I just don't see. We'll see. And I need someone on that hill too, preferably. Everything's routed. I want to leave this mostly for the infantry we already have. Why I'm not firing. Convoy HQ. Right. See if we can lure more of them out. That's an important point. That's the other AA heal, probably. Where are my ranges? A long effective range, but still not a good Who shot me? A retreating unit would not have shot me. But someone did. Yeah, I still can't really go there with the helicopters. On the positive side, I guess, there's really no need either. There's nothing we can effectively shoot at. So I don't know how much that even matters. It'll take some turns to clear out the enemies. But once we've cleared them out, we should be able to ferret out the rest of the infantry fairly easily. So I guess the tanks especially should focus on getting rid of the anti-air units. Strictly speaking, we won't need them, but if we have helicopters flying about here, we are certainly not gonna lose so many vehicles to the normal ambushes. For the most part, we can spot them before we drive into them. We have the time, so we're like over 1/3 of the way there, and this is turn 2. We have 15 turns, so it doesn't really matter. Rifle squad, shoot at something, anything. Right, we don't need to really do all that much to them, we need to keep them routed. Not sure if these squads could really achieve all that much. We have enough infantry out here already. Still, we're very likely going to get casualties, so wouldn't hurt to have extra. The AA gun has to be at least suppressed. Okay, I guess that's good enough. It's a threat to the APCs mainly and infantry. Not sure if it's gonna waste shots on them though. Yeah, there it is. I knew it was there, but there's no way to actually reveal it. So now it gets to slaughter my units here. Ooh, another AA. No, I think they just retook the gun they had already abandoned before. Right, a little bit of casualties, but nothing too serious. They're doing actually quite well. I mean, our opposition. They have great morale. They recovered very nicely once we drove them out. So we can basically, if we rout them, we can hope for them to be pushed back for like a turn. Then they'll be pinned. They'll quickly gain control after that. So this is oh my, who the fuck sees that? Thank you. Usually doing the tanks first is not a good idea, but I think we can get away with it this time. The enemy in general doesn't seem to have any kind of actual vehicles, so suppressing action is the most we can really hope for in a lot of cases. I need routed enemy troops. Routed it is. And we can also save some shots. Not a horrible idea, I think. Three-lot teams trying to use their shitty assault rifle to take on a tank. These guys are fearless. I think we're just gonna wait here. See if other targets pop up. Yeah, this hill is actually in a nice place, so I'm going there with more tanks. We're going to be firing on every bush pretty much with tanks at this point, though. Okay. Where's the next one? Three-lot team destroyed. Well, at least helicopters are actually in action now. There should be more anti-missile, anti-air teams still around though. I'm gonna do a, yeah, that's RPG-17. Sapper squads, gorilla squads. Yeah, this is wonderful. Hopefully you saw who actually fired on us. Yeah, that's very valuable. Where is the three-lot that keeps firing? It doesn't have to be anywhere near us, and I still can't see it. It's somewhere here, though. Ah, okay, APCs. We probably should take this easy. So, no rush to get too close. They do have anti-tank weaponry after all. We can take our time. Probably shouldn't do much with the infantry at the moment. There are way too many hostile squads are surrounding us. And they are within firing range too. Also, we still don't have any hurry. So the bigger problem would be if I would try to rush things too quickly and take a lot of losses. That would stall things much more than just taking it casually and just killing things before moving on. I don't want any infantry squads out here now. It's just way too dangerous. I'll try to get everyone routed. It's more important than trying to get kills. It's pretty much impossible to recover from routed in a single turn. It can be done, but it's very tough. Don't really want to do anything with the trucks. We do have a couple of infantry squads out, so we might want to try to do something with those. They're vulnerable already, and unless I stick them back into vehicles, this is an option though. We want to use them. That it? Just because we don't care too much about the casualties doesn't mean we don't really care about them. So, tanks have shots, use shots. We can leave one extra shot as spare. It's not like I'm saving it so we can do reaction fire. I'm saving it so we have more shots on the next turn. Right. These are mainly looking good for us, I think. The fact that we got some of the helicopters too to spin around here and spot all the enemies, that's what really helped us. Hind. Not good enough. They can reliably get from routed to Hind with almost every unit. That's a big deal. I'm not sure our units could do the same. I'll skip toward the rest of the tanks for now. There's a good chance we get to expose some decent targets again. So we'll save them for that. Routed. Shit. Lucky shots. Doesn't change the fact that we got it. Not exactly a miracle shot after all. The good thing is we have, I think, successfully suppressed a lot of them already. So we should be able to suppress this one too, and then move closer to the queue. I definitely want to put out some infantry on this turn. I also think I want to move the helicopters in this general area again. There are no units that can really act against us at the moment. So let's see what we can find here. Definitely spotted something new. Guerrilla squad. Basic numbers. Yeah, more or less hidden guerrilla forces is revealed. Spotted something. I don't think I want to go here. Right, this is nice. They don't seem to have anything that could really take down the hints anymore. Excellent. We need to suppress the medium machine gun, but I think that's pretty much the only thing that can realistically fire at us still. In fact, I think a Hind could do it better. We're far away, but it doesn't matter. Well, it sort of matters. I need the suppression fire now, otherwise it's gonna be complicated how I'm gonna get the actual infantry to come out without them getting slaughtered. That'll do it. I have way too many soldiers. I basically can't keep whipping them forward like this without causing them more casualties. Their numbers will increase to the point where I can't keep adding suppression to enough for them. It'll turn into casualties soon, so I need to actually wipe out some of them. You. Can't see shit. Can't do shit. I don't really care what they fire at, as long as they get some results. Don't be too eager with the trucks. Just asking for a huge amount of suppression. Fire on it. Probably get it to route it. Yeah. We use a tank to spread our love at the long distance. Use APCs and infantry squads to handle the close range situation. Still, there is a need to cause proper casualties, and there are no APCs here to take the action, so tanks have to do it. This is a bit risky position to be in. Right, I think it's safe for us to act as a fairly undivided moving wall of troops. So if we get stuck into something unexpected, there's a lot of support units to come and aid us to handle it. Yeah, I think that'll be it. Still waiting for the anti-tank missiles. I suppose they might not have them. Their infantry units are good. So if I would not have spotted them, I would have definitely taken a lot of losses trying to sort of wade through all these little ambushes. They're having trouble getting their units back under control rather. Things are mostly looking good for us. I'll start using the hinds first to see if we can spot things. I don't want to go too close to some of the infantry squads, but we need to try to see if something new pops up. There we go. Something new. Guerrillas and sappers. Metric ton of enemies in single areas. I don't want to leave the helicopters so close to the enemy either. They might not be under any real threat, but I don't want to risk it. Not a good target for us here, but it's in a difficult terrain where it would be hard to get a vehicle there to handle the job. You have to keep in mind that helicopters can't shoot over the map, so just because there's a target that looks tempting, it's not a good target necessarily to go after. Needs to have a bit more tactical importance for the army group. Right. They're very likely going to get some control back on their forces on the next turn. I can't really shoot at them all that comfortably here. I might be able to shoot them a little bit. That'll be it. If I go there, the sappers will get me. So we'll have to think this through a little bit more. All routed units. Now we'll danger you. Survivors disperse. Right. Not sure what's the best way to tackle this. Probably to go somewhere on the hill and try to fire on them. They're sappers, so they're effective combat range. Suppression fire. Oh, the sappers, yeah, it's just an infantry squad, standard issue infantry squad that can still function. Still in a very dangerous place, and also has a support squad here. So we can't go too close to it. And we need to suppress this one too. Otherwise, when we end our turn, we're in a terrible position compared to this. Yeah, the Pop will probably get an infantry squad close to them. But I'd like them to be at least retreating before I do that. Pinned, and they can react fairly well still. They have also fired twice on this turn, so I think if I can get them to retreat it, they won't have any shots left. It will be mostly okay if we can get things to that point. Excellent. I will basically decide it. Right. I think the hills we have good enough of a vantage point that we should be able to target the remaining annoying opponents. Maybe though. I can't really see too well on this hill, and I doubt the AA gun there was the only thing they had. I'm skeptical still. Better not take chances. It's a It's a good position to fire from anyway, so we should probably take it. Right. Sappers or guerrillas? Actually, I think the guerrillas are a bigger problem. They have a longer range anti-tank weapon. Sappers are dangerous only if we don't spot them before we drive into them. Okay. We might want to move our some units a little bit forward. Maybe dump some rifle squads here. Not sure if we should rush things too much. I mean, what's the rush really? Still, why not? It seems like they don't really have anything left anymore, might as well move forward. I've flown over those areas with the helicopter so often that I've probably spotted like 80% of their troops there. I'm not too worried about stumbling into something unexpected anymore. At least nothing too serious. Yeah, they will have some counter reaction, but nothing major. And they're shooting at the infantry, so that's bad. I suppose it's effective, but yeah, that's the more useful thing to do. And it's another bush besides the road, so not exactly a surprise location. Hmm. Yeah, I think I want to take a peek here before I move the tanks closer. Infantry is gone. Once we find their HQ, then and I feel like we've spotted it. Okay, there it is. Some RPGs, some infantry squads, but that's pretty much it. I think we're more or less safe now. Not sure if we should go after any specific targets anymore though. The HQ would be the big prize still left. But that's about it. So more or less we're just going to keep an eye out on things, see if we can spot any additional pushes. Yeah, as far as I can see, there's nothing really on this hill, and it provides a nice location to fire on the troops below. Okay, that's recent. No, fuck, lost HQ unit. Motherfucking lucky shot. The leader actually survived, but the unit he was on just got destroyed. Not sure what the actual effect of that is. It should have a suppressing effect. It has. Not a big one though. Still, it was an easily avoidable situation if I would have just taken charge with these units first. Happens when you get lazy. Ooh, that's ready too. It's no good. Yeah, we are not taking suppression well. An infantry unit fired at us and we're basically too scared to move. I don't really dare to drive too close to it, but I don't think it'll react too much anymore. It'll react if we drive next to it, but only then. I don't want to fire now because we've moved so much, but the location is fairly good. I can fire on many of the remaining enemy troops here. Go. I'll probably leave most of this to infantry and APCs. We'll use the tanks to break the infantry waiting for us. Right, at the same time, no need to rush. Stacking casualties will also keep them under control. They'll have increasingly tougher time to do all that much. No point staying here. think we can do all that much anymore. Right, we can keep moving the trucks forward, which is a waste of time. Unless there's some kind of enemy group suddenly just teleporting behind me, then that's even better. They're trying to kill my HQ crew. Might even succeed. Who was it? Right, did not see that. I might have actually even spotted that, but very hard to really see it. It's an RPG team, so I don't particularly want to use a tank to try to do anything with it initially. It might be able to do a counterfire against us. But you're perfect for these type of jobs, and you took damage from my infantry squad shooting at you. That's bad. That is catastrophically bad. That was a sapper squad too. Fine. Tank has to fire on it then. Hopefully the suppression is enough. Yeah, now it's get things moving forward. Okay. I don't want to drive there with any of the units here. We need to see if we can suppress the situation a little bit. Right, how about you? Please seeing something? Ooh, there's a Strela team. Surprised it hasn't fired. It might have. I have no idea how many missiles they have, so it could be that a case that it's actually shot as many times as it possibly could. Okay, we need someone to do something about the sapper team, but that's probably not a problem for any vehicle. Retreating, routed, retreating. RPG-17 destroyed. HQ, I'll take it. They took ours, we'll take theirs. Right, routed. we're gonna go pretty straightforward with this. Just we can't go too close to the guerrilla squad. It's still in full operational condition. The range is probably 10 where it can fire anti-tank weaponry, so it'll be somewhere around here. Okay. Where exactly do we need to go then? That's close. Holy shit. Oh crap. RPG-17. And we have infantry that can't react, and we have a vehicle that can't react. And more RPG-17 suddenly everywhere. Shit. G17 destroyed. Okay, at least we averted the total catastrophe. If there were two RPG-17s right next to us, able to function, that would have been ugly. Still pretty bad because we can't really pull back. We don't want to go there, it'll just make things worse. So still, the RPG-17 already fired. It doesn't have a huge amount of shots. I think we're better off going in there. Yeah, it fired, but it couldn't use the anti-tank weapon. So this will be a lot less damaging for us in the overall scheme of things. And we don't have any more troops to send there though. So realistically it could still destroy an APC, but a single APC lost. But you're much more worried about what will happen with the helicopter damage. At the same time, I'm not too worried because they've done most of the good they could possibly do anyway. And they probably don't have a huge amount of ammunition. This has a decent amount. Fired maybe about 3 times. Fired about 2 times, so they could still do a lot of damage. Guerrilla squads. Firing at the Russian infantry, which they can't do all that much damage to. Yeah. Failed to destroy the target. But this might not. Okay, I think we got fairly lucky there. Could have been massively worse. Wasn't exactly good, but we lost an infantry squad. Otherwise, we're perfectly fine. And you're retreating. That's enough movement that it might leave. On the other hand, it is actually damaged, so if it leaves, it leaves. It's not too big of a deal. I think I'll stay here and harass you. I have a decent amount of shots left. Why not? Yeah, the squad is basically worthless now. Survivors disperse. RPG-17 destroyed. Let's take a look. It's a bit risky to do it, but I don't think the risk is substantial anymore. So what exactly should we do? We need to do something about the guerrilla squad and the RPG-17. These guys are probably the best ones to try to do something about without screwing themselves over too bad. No, they're not in the correct spot. What about you? Well, I can at least fire on one of them, but we already have a sort of a good unit to fire on it. Actually, this one doesn't have any weapons anymore, so no, we don't have a good unit to fire on it. These guys should at least be able to create enough suppression that someone else can do. Yeah. That's the more troublesome thing. A unit here could fire on it without problems. No. C group. What do you see? Excellent. Problem solved. Right, trying to just push through the pathway, the highway would have made this a much more difficult mission. Change the angle of attacks a little bit and things become much easier for us to handle. Still, I'm not sure if the difference is all that big. It really depends how many units you're gonna lose to the anti-tank units they have. So, they could have effectively defended this road. You can easily see things going their way. A little bit of luck, let's say, to take out the helicopters, and yeah. I need a helicopter that can spot that unit. Don't need to do anything to it, just show it. Thought it might have been an RPG-7 squad. No. It's in a nasty position though. Might be able to spot it. Basically, any position I can spot it from, it can shoot too. And it's green, so it wasn't too bad. And exactly great either, though. If I go right next to it now, I'll still be able to destroy my units. That will finish him. Right. So no more problems. Outside of the air HQ unit, I don't think they really have anything heavy to throw my way anymore. I mean, heavy in the sense like full condition squads. Seems like they're pretty much down. On the other hand, I'm starting to have a acute lack of units too. I don't need them. I should be able to end this on the next turn. Damage. Hind goes through repair. Pinned. They're still recovering from the suppression quite well. Need to not underestimate them. That can be a problem. Shit. This is something I should not have done. I'm lucky there, but still. I should have checked the existing units and what they can fire. No targets to fire. Are you shitting me? HQ still ready, with quite a lot of casualties. Okay, everything's retreating. Survivors disperse. Can't see shit. Yeah, HQ is now routed too, so I don't think they really have anything. Survivors disperse. So no HQ anymore either. There could be straggling infantry squads, but that's about the best they could possibly have. Alright, this is pretty much the only unit we can see anymore. There might be others, but this should be the end anyway, at least for us. don't see a point in continuing this turn. They have nothing left. Now they still have some escaping crew, I suppose. Ah, yeah. It actually end there, does it? Just fly around a little bit, see if we can spot anything. Ooh, there we go. Intact squad trying to retake flags. They'll probably destroy the tank. No, tank to the rescue. Yeah, not exactly impressive on either side, basically. Mostly because the Mujahadeen don't really have anything expensive. Marginal victory, yeah. After you lose a couple of vehicles, there's just no way to compensate for the point loss anymore. Enemy, even if you kill every enemy unit, they don't have enough points to compensate.